Hello everyone and a very good evening from me, RPM Bakker. I'm your commentator for tonight in low gear, joined by RPM Evil Master. The first time we're doing comms together. How are you
Hello.
doing, Evil?
Yeah, I'm doing alright.
Glad you could join us. Could join me in this case.
Yeah.
I joined you, but we're up for around 5 in RPM, and we moved from Hungary over to Azerbaijan for Baku, another street track on the calendar. Any predictions for this one from your side, Evil?
Guaranteed safety car. That's it, really.
Guaranteed safety car, yeah. I would bet my money on that as well. I'm gonna switch it to the tires real quick to see. Oh, yeah, there you go. Tires. Shack Attack already joining in the chat. Good evening, Shack. Great to see you. We got a tricky track tonight as well. At least I find it tricky myself. Looking, Crego is the first car actually going out of it, so we're going on board with a lap on the out lap of Crego, who's just entering turn 3. And, well, basically showing what I mean with tricky.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be dry. So, yeah, dry for the qualifying and the race. So, already off to a good start.
I would love that on Thursday as well.
Yeah.
Crego absolutely. Crego moving down from mid gear to low gear, making his debut tonight as well in the Williams. Moved to a wheel, lost a bit of his pace, and yeah, basically just wants to enjoy the racing like we all do. While we're on, I'm moving the tires away again, so we got a nice and clear view where Crego is now entering the. Yeah, it's basically the final corner. It's officially turn 16. 4 corners to come still, but it's all flat out here.
And it looks like Sinful nearly went into the wall on his outlap, so hopefully he has no damage.
So outbraked himself there a little, maybe. We've seen it with Crego in turn 3.
Yeah.
It's really easy to do here and really punishing as well. Crego taking it easy for now through turn 1. First DRS straight after starting a lap, of course. Jones keeping his car on the left side of the track to make way for the Williams. Well, I'll open my tires real quick as well.
Yeah, it seems he's taking this slow, just wants to get in a quick banker lap in, so he doesn't have to worry about retiring on when he goes full beans.
Smart decision from him, of course, because there will be drivers who go flat out on the first stint. You never know what happens, of course. And this tight part through the castle section, Crego seems to enjoy that part. Yeah. And then this one is also a very tricky corner in my opinion. Clipping that curb is really cost you a lot of time, and you even saw Crego hitting the wall slightly there.
Yeah, some say you can take an Esports line and completely jump the curb, but it's pretty dangerous on this generation of car now because you'll go straight into the wall if you try it.
Yeah, I tried it in TT a couple of times. I wouldn't recommend it, but
I think someone's crashed in the castle section. Yeah, Goey, he spun on the exit of castle section.
Crego setting the tone with a 140.7. And we got Smitty crossing the line as well. Goes to a 42.8, so 2 seconds down on Crego at the moment for the Haas driver. Eek opening with a 40.3, so we're gonna aim for the 39s, low 39s tonight. Looking at this.
and going aboard of Rauchens who's on the medium tyres. I see we can set 41.2. That's still an alright lap on the mediums, don't you say?
Looking for Rauchens. Oh, he's already crossed the line, my bad. Westy moving into P2 there with a 40.3. 1.5 10 behind, and
dropping back to low gear after struggling
Maverick.
mid.
Yeah. This basically showed the difference in pace is still quite big. Of course, Westy was like, top 6, top 7 material in low gear.
Who's currently the championship leader in low gear? I've lost track. Is it... Oh, Sinful's gone. I think he's retired on the exit of turn 1.
Looking at the championship standings, RPM Eek is leading the championship, closely followed by RPM Spritzy. Gap is only 3 points. Who is closely followed by Big Puggy in 3rd place, 23 points behind Spritzy. Puggy, we've seen him do the last to first challenge last week. And he is still in the pits, so he might go and try that again. But it's not a track to do that, in my opinion. You don't want to be at the back here, even though you want to.
Off, maybe.
Yeah, well, the problem is, of course, I think at least, that the problem is that you, even if you try to avoid, there's no runoff here. So basically, if 2 cars get contact here or on the exit, the entire road is blocked.
Yeah, and Spritzy going and doing a 40.3 up in the P1 right now.
But yeah, he's really close in front of Eek. So P1 and P2 in the championship.
Yeah,
already
what you
showing
missed.
Each other.
What you missed was that Sinful actually went into the wall at turn 1 and is out of the session.
Was he the Mercedes who made way there in turn 1? Or
no,
was
he went straight into the wall. I think he must have missed his braking point. Went straight into the wall.
Simple, also a driver with no assist, as far as I know. Uglarp, we're going to see where Uglarp puts his car. Here's Red Bull. It's a 43.3 for Uglarp, currently P9 on his opening lap. Switching to his teammate, Rosebeertje, the other Red Bull. Taking you quickly through the Constructor Championships as well, which is also very exciting at the moment, because Alpine leading the Constructors with 187 points, followed by Aston Martin on 154, and McLaren 13 points behind that in 3rd place. So everything to play for. Of course, we're still on 25% of the season, so
yeah, speaking of the Alpines, I'm watching Atlaski going and do his lap right now.
Oh, and there we see Rosebeertje collecting the left side wall on the castle section, so I'm pretty sure he will go in. Even sounded like he picked up a puncture or something there, but still full speed, so I don't think so. Moving to the Alpine of Atlas.
Oh, no, he's spun again. Oh, he saved it.
Maybe I can't see. No. I see a lot of wing changes and wing damage already in the qualifying. Also Atlas not having a perfect corner there. Lost out a second on his teammate in the middle sector. So not looking like he's going to set a provisional pole lap here as opener, but maybe he found something there anywhere. No, he didn't. It's P7 currently for Atlas, 141.4.
Wow.
Rosebeertje apparently didn't pick up any damage. He just crossed the line and started a new lap. So GUI, who is further ahead into sector 3 right now, so we're looking at the second Haas on the grid. Where you see them all go to the right side of the track, it's all an automatic reaction from me to take the left side, because I always feel like it's the fastest way towards the line, but Roosevelt is taking the Esports line here in this corner. While Colin, Brian, Richie and Liam also joining in the chat. Good evening to you guys. Hope you're all doing well. I'm looking forward to the race, as we are.
And if you go on board with Ski, he's improved by 7 tenths. He might go straight to the top if he improves much more in the last sector as well.
I'm now moving to Atlas G. I was just focusing on Roosevelt, who did his first lap and ended up in P8, and Atlas moves into P5, splitting both McLarens there, Westy and Jones. Westy, as we said now, low gear reserve, but did get his old car back for today.
Yeah, I don't think Atlas Ski will want to start the race with that lap because there's 2 lap old tyres, like you said, the lap one.
So we might see a full push lap still from the Alpine driver.
Speaking of push laps, his teammate is on one right now.
6 tenths up currently, according to F1. What is a bit strange because he didn't even pass the... Well, oh, and this might not help Spritzy out. Yellow flag ahead for Roosevelt, who seems to have lost it on the exit in this corner. So Spritzy needs to get off his throttle here, and there you go. He's standing still on track, and that's gonna cost a lot of time for cars coming if the marshals don't get their car out of the way quick. And they just did, so Spritzy will be gutted with this.
Yeah, I think he's backed out maybe, or is he still going?
He's 5 tenths slower than his previous time, so not a surprise either, because he really needed to avoid that car.
Yeah.
The
Haas
Haas
another lap straight after this.
Behind is GUI, 2.5 seconds slower at the moment, so also not improving. Octavio in his Alpha Tauri. Taking really early shifts here. This might be to burn some fuel. Getting out of the way as well, so not a lap coming from him. Car behind is also an out lap, so...
Spritzy's on another push lap now.
Moving to Spritzy then. In the curb there a little.
2 tenths down. Still can improve on the rest of this lap, but he does not want that already.
Cosmo asking who drives for Spritzy. Spritzy, it looks like Spritzy is backing out of it.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to set a time now because he's already done a lap on these tyres.
Excuse me.
Seems it's now died down a little bit. Everyone's in the pits just waiting for the...
Well, we got a big scoop in the chat right now. Coming from Richie. I think the retirement sabbatical is officially open. I hope to join you guys sometime in the future.
Let me see that.
That would be awesome if we can see you back on the grid, Richie.
What gear would he join? That's the real question. He has to be in a Ferrari, innit?
He has to, yeah. Although I'm pretty sure he's at a point where he enjoys the racing too much. So maybe he will make a little sacrifice. But we will... Everything is up for discussion here. Crego is in sector 1, 3/10 up on his time, so we're gonna switch to Crego after we've seen Uglab cross the line, see if he can improve his 43 flat. Crego being 3/10 up means he's on for a provisional pole at the moment.
Yeah, but he has to finish his first sector,
and
so could be alive.
Did improve with 2/10, almost 1.5 tenths.
Crego's only 1/10 up right now.
It's gonna get really exciting for Crego there, who had the middle sector as fastest middle sector in his previous lap as well. So. Ooh, a little bit of a moment there. And decides to back out.
Yeah. There's still a lot for him to find in the first sector, because currently the best sector 1 is 34.9 and his is 33.2 right now.
And Crego might go for another lap, maybe take a gamble on 2 laps on these tires.
Yeah, he can't get out again if he boxes, so he has to do another lap on these.
Let's see if he has enough fuel. Yeah, he does. So don't see any problems for Crego here. Just another shot. Well, Atlas is also a 10 up on his time. There are some cars crossing the line. I'm going to move to... Oh, Eek is doing an outlap, so no point on... Spivey coming towards the line. Up on his time and improves, but doesn't get up on the leaderboard. Smithy coming up towards the long straight on an outlap.
Spivey's 4/10 up. He's on for provisional pole right now.
Atlas 5/10 up on his time. Coming towards the line right now. Followed by his teammate Spritzy, who actually managed to get into the pits, get a new set of tires and cross the line in time. And we see Atlas putting the faster lap of 40.2. So it's
I don't think that was that, because Eek's 1/10 up already.
We're gonna have a close look on Eek and Crego in this case. Crego is a bit further ahead, so I'm switching to Crego first.
Keep an eye on Eek.
Crego seems to slow down a lot for that final corner. 5 seconds up on
Eek
his
is 3
time.
tenths
So
up, but he's going to get a massive help from Slipstream behind the Haas right now.
moving to Eek, on board with Eek right now, coming towards the line. Is Eek going to take the pole here in Azerbaijan? Also, of course, don't forget Spritzy is still on a lap. It's not a lot of slipstream he's getting, but Eek is going to take provisional pole with a 40 flat.
Very good
Moving
time
to Spritzy straight away, who's closely followed by McLaren, and that's Westy.
Oh, straight into the wall there. I think it's over. He must have damage from that. He's still 2 tenths up. I think he got away with it.
There's no damage according to the touch system, so
Spritzy's a very lucky old man right there. Very lucky indeed.
A very lucky one.
He could take pole if he's 2 tenths up. I don't think he will, because Eek had slipstream down the straight.
And Spritzy is giving it a little bit, maybe not enough to... goes to P2. Westy taking pole there. Great lap there from Westy, 40 flat as well.
I'm surprised.
200ths of a second faster than Eek at the moment. And also Atlas is not on a lap anymore. Jones crossing line, moving into P4.
What
there's
from
a
Westy?
lot happening here, and it's also qualifying over because Atlas is on an in lap. So both McLaren's looking great so far, P1 and P4. Jones splitting the Alpines. I'm pretty sure this is what McLaren hoped for as well. Being third in the championship standing, Atlas as one. Alpine is first, of course. Unfortunately, Westy doesn't score any constructor points for a McLaren, but
Oh, this is interesting.
we've seen a great qualifying so far.
Yeah, Rouch is on the mediums. P7 on the mediums right now. Oh, this is very interesting, strategic-wise. So, yeah. And the Mighty Frax was able to get in as well.
I'm very disappointed we missed that pole lap of Westy, to be honest.
Yeah. But what's interesting is that Rauchens is on the medium tyre, and he's in the top 10, along with the Maverick as well.
Yeah, the Maverick on the mediums as well. So that's qualifying over in low gear, and we take you through the top 10 real quick. It's RPM Westy with his first pole in RPM. Great lap from him in Baku. RPM equal, takes second row. Spritzy third, Jones fourth, Atlas in P5, Grego P6, Roachens takes P7, Rosebeertje P8, Smithy P9. Great qualifying from him in the Haas as well. And the Maverick P10 on the medium tires. Well, we've seen quite a qualifying so far, so I can't wait for the race to start.
Yeah.
So, this makes your prediction a little bit harder, apart from the one safety car.
It does. I'm pretty surprised nobody broke into the 39s. I was really expecting that.
It was really close though.
Yeah, it was
Half
close.
a tenth.
Yeah.
It's gonna get real tricky right now, of course. Cars are loaded up with fuel. And as we spoke about already, the traction around some corners is not great. Will be even worse now. We've seen Big Puggy and the Mighty Frax not setting a lap. The Mighty Frax because he joined later in the qualifying, so
Big
needed to retire.
Big
and Big Puggy, of course, taking his gamble again. I'm pretty sure he's on the hard tire, and he is. So is Sinful, by the way. Gellar and the Mighty Frax on softs, P16, P17. Yeah, I don't see Puggy pulling it off this easy, that easy as last week in this track, but you never know. Of course,
last track was Hungary, and yeah, it's hard to overtake there, and it's much easier to overtake here, so who knows.
But he will be missing a lot of traction out of corners, especially going up to the long straight. I noticed in my race, to be honest, the race I did in Baku, the mediums are not way slower than the softs.
Yeah.
It's not like that you miss out on a second. Compliments in the chat as well for Westy taking the pole here. Yeah, great lap from him.
I see Big Pockets just doing what he usually does, trying to gamble on a late safety car like he did in Hungary.
Will he even try to go for the one stop then?
Surely he will.
But is he going for the mediums or the softs? Going on a bit earlier, take the mediums?
He might do that maybe if it's an early safety car.
Of course, we got the top 10. Oh, and we see Rosebeertje already stuck in the castle section. He ghosted.
Oh no.
But of course, the top 10 we got on the tires they got in qualifying. We got Octavio in P11 on the mediums and Spivey as well. Uglaub on the soft, so Uglaub will be looking to fight his way through straight away. Yeah. Rui taking the mediums, Sinful on the hards in P15. Gellar and the Mighty Frax also looking for an aggressive start probably. Lucky with, of course, Sinful on the hards in front. Should not be too hard. And like we said, Big Puggy is on the hard tires, while Westy is already taking his position back on the grid again.
Yeah.
And I believe P1 is on the outside here, so it's the ideal place to be as well, coming to the left hand.
Speaking of the tyres, next game we won't have the top 10 qualifying rules, so it will be much more interesting next game. Strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait for next game to drop it, to be honest, but nothing released yet about any dates.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the beta so I can instantly get onto that. But now we wait for Sinful.
Yeah, but getting ready to race, although Sinful is taking it really, so he's pulling a Lewis Hamilton here.
Luckily the tyres don't cool like last game, they instantly freeze at the temperature that they were already at before they line up on the grid.
I'm glad Sinful found his time as well to line his car up the grid. We are going to move to, we're going to take P3 Spritzy, yeah. Or we take Jones, we take the angle on Jones. Where we get 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're off in Baku. We're off in Baku, and Ig has a great start already going on the inside of Westy, who goes a little bit wide. Coming out of turn 1 is some Aston Martin going wide there as well.
Keep it clean there.
Oh, and that's Atlas in the wall.
Must have damage already. Yep, no
Jones
right
missing a front end plate as well. The Maverick on his mediums, starting P10, moving into P5.
Wow.
He had quite a start there. Westy managed to keep Ig behind. And we'll be looking to get away from the Aston Martin now.
Big Puggy's lost the front wing as well. He had an amazing start, but he's lost his front wing. P12 right now.
Roach is really close to Jones, but Jones of course missing an end plate, so will probably box. Yeah, Big Puggy now losing 3 positions, I see. So Craigo can't keep up with Spritzy right now, 1.3 seconds, but maybe just taking it easy on the opening lap, and we got a yellow flag in sector 2.
Section. No, it's cleared out.
For a moment I thought
Puggy.
it was Jones, but and there's happening a lot there.
Who's that? I think it was
looks
Sinful,
to be
maybe.
Octavio. Quick
and there's another one. I think it's Spritzy. Spritzy's lost it. He's in the wall. Oh, Spritzy, what have you done? On the easiest part of the track as well.
And that's Craigo now moving into P3, of course. Jones letting Spivey by. Virtual safety car. So Jones will be happy with this as first car coming in to get a new wing on his car. Oh, and getting overtaken there by Atlas in the pit entry. Atlas might have missed his braking point there.
Oh, Big Puggy's crashing the pits.
In the pits.
In the pit entry, he's crashed straight in the pit entry.
The game reset him to the track, didn't it?
I don't think so, but his car's gone now, but he's crashed straight into the pit entry.
So, a horrible race from Big Puggy so far. Spritzy also not...
Both Alpines as well.
Both Alpines indeed, yeah. Westy managed to get a 1.6 seconds gap on Ig. Might have to do with the delta as well.
Well,
a lot happening.
I wasn't far from my prediction. It's a virtual safety car, but I have a feeling there might be a full one soon.
And we're racing again. Uglar picks up a drive-through penalty for the speeding under the VSC. And did Octavio get one as well? He's on a penalty. No, he has a 5 seconds. That must have been from speeding in the pit lane. Westy managed to get the gap and get out of his DRS. Well, we're going to move to the Mighty Frax at the moment because, of course, he started 17th, is in P9 right now.
Yeah. Also, look at the Maverick. P4 on the medium tyre. He's in a very good position right now.
He absolutely is, yeah. Colin just saying Mighty Frax has started. Well, yeah. You must like this as well, Evil, as part of the Ferraris.
I do. Yeah. Looks like he's on for P7 right now because Uglab will have to box him.
Uglab is having a look there as well on the Spivey. Now not having the ideal line through turn 1. Mighty Frax keeping his patience in the Red Bull sandwich right now. It's really warm there right now, so. Late braking there, but the Mighty Frax really looks comfortable so far.
Yeah. Has no pressure from behind currently.
Well,
so
Eek managed to get in the DRS again from Westy. Oh, Eek! Oh, the moment I'm.
That is very close.
Managed to keep his front wing in one part. Lost out 6 tenths to West, 8 tenths in the meantime. And Krego closing in. So Krego will have the DRS on the long straight. That's where he won it on this track. First DRS zone is basically useless.
Yeah, I don't think Krego's going to get it. He's 1.2 out.
Didn't have the best exit there, Krego. The Maverick did.
Yeah, he might be under pressure from him.
Let's see, did he get it? No, he didn't. Although he did manage to get really close to Eek in this straight.
Yeah, he's emptying out all of his ERS right now on the Maverick. Okay. Fastest lap already on the mediums.
Rauchen's making overtaking. Yeah, Rauchen's overtaking Smithy there on the DRS. The Mighty Frax still not past Uglab at the moment.
Yeah, Uglab will have to box this lap for sure. Unless he wants to get disqualified.
Smithy didn't get it on the DRS. Like I said, this DRS straight is too short on the DRS. You're not having enough speed. At the moment you basically allowed to use it. At least that's how I feel about it. Oh, and the Mighty Frax going wide there. Spritzing setting the fastest lap right now, so and then the gaps are starting to fall, except for the lead.
I think Westy made a mistake because that went from 1.5 down to 6 tenths. Good to see a move right here for the lead.
Having a quick look on the ERS they got.
40%.
Eek is completely full on ERS still.
Yeah, 40% advantage in Eek's favour right now. So you should easily make the move down the straight.
3 tenths, so you would say this is moved on. He's keeping out of the dirty air, to be honest. He didn't pick the slipstream up. Westy is going to box. So the first soft runner is coming in.
Yeah, he is.
And he's going to fit the medium tires. So we'll need to box another time. So we got our first pit stop. Also Smithy is coming in and Uglab is in, of course, serving his drive-through penalty. And also Smithy moving to the medium tires. While Reusebeach is really close behind the Mighty Frax now, who of course does not have DRS anymore after Uglab went out of his way to serve his drive-through.
Yeah, but the Mighty Frax has a 50% advantage on Reusebeach behind.
So we'll be able to defend on the long straight. Roachens managed to get close to the Maverick.
Yeah.
Entering the castle section now. Oh, the Maverick even having a little moment there. Rochin's having a moment on the exit of the castle section. So, win some and do some.
Yeah, we could see a move on the straight. DRS is extremely powerful around here.
Westy actually managed to get past Roosevelt already. And is really close behind the Mighty Frax right now. I mean, like really close. I don't see a move coming from Westy, so we're switching back to Rochin real quick.
No, Westy's just made the move. He just missed it. Made the move for the last corner.
So that also means he runs out of the DRS distance, doesn't it? The DRS detection zone will be for the Mighty Frax, I guess.
And Rusabach is pressuring the Mighty Frax a lot.
So yeah, Westy did not get any DRS, but both cars behind are pitting as well. So Westy now moving back in P6, and we got a yellow flag, and that's Uglab who retired.
Safety car. Safety car. There we go. And Jones got a 5-second time penalty.
And I don't really know what happened there. Jones was on the hards as well, so I think Jones just accidentally hit him.
He must have, but this is perfect for Eek right now. Hasn't boxed
missing
yet.
his front wing, so it can't be taking someone out, I believe.
Must have just went into the back of.
Yeah, he's standing exactly around that corner, so you're coming full speed, 300 kilometers per hour, so.
Yeah, must have just went straight into the retired car of Uglab.
Jones now moving to the mediums, same for Gellar. And Eek in the lead, 4-second gap to his teammate Rochin's. Both Rochin started on the mediums, so Eek is safe to pit right now. But will fall back behind Westy, I guess. 15 is 20 seconds. It's gonna get really tight with Westy. I don't know how long the pit stops actually take. And Atlas picks up a penalty as well, speeding under the safety car. It's a horrible day for Alpine here in Baku.
Yeah, it is a very bad day for them.
Eek coming in.
Maverick as well.
Oh, that's interesting because the Maverick started on the medium tires, and Eek doing what we. He did take the hard tires. We've seen him do that before this season. He's really good on those hard tires as well. So Westy now coming through turn 1. Will not overtake Eek, but is on the faster tire.
Yeah, but they'll wear out more quickly than.
Not forgetting that Westy's tire is only 1 lap old, so might be on for a push. Currently, 5 in P10, P2 gained 10 positions. So, there's your prediction, your first safety car.
It could be a second one, maybe. The grid's bunched up.
I believe the medium runners would hope for that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I guess we should take a look at the press room interviews right now then.
Yeah, go through it.
Okay, let's take a look.
This is gonna get really interesting now.
Yeah.
I did see some words in there who are not meant for children. So we make the stream 18 plus now.
Alright. So the questions were, what do you think of this track? And Spritzy said, if I'd have been in turn 4, I'll be real happy. Love the track, but never finished a race on it. So he'll see. And currently, I understand what he means, because currently down to P13. Not doing well.
Yeah, but it wasn't turn 4 for Spritzy this race.
Also, it was It was on the straight.
Yeah, it was turn 18, I believe. It's registered as a turn, I believe, but...
I have no idea how you been it there. No idea.
He might have clipped the curb too much.
Very strange indeed. Now, what else? What other questions are here? Second question was that with a very technical part and a very long straight with DRS, this track has a lot of factors. How would you approach this? And let's see who answered that. Smith, you said flower and hope for the best, and yeah, it's currently going well for him. P9 right now, fresh mediums. Seems like he might try to go to the end, maybe. It is possible. So yeah.
Yeah, that's also what might come into play right now, because are there guys in here who will take the gamble and stretch them? You will lose a lot of time towards the end, but of course they had
you
some...
lose no time at all.
No, that's true. But
well,
yeah, they had some bonus laps on it already, now behind the safety car. And with the laps we got to go, knowing the others still pit, so they lose out 20 seconds as well.
Yeah. Now we just have to wait, see what will happen, honestly.
I would not do it, personally, but... Also, you never know if there's a second safety car coming. It might still come out at the end, maybe. And then you don't want to start them off course. Well, the pack is back together. This closes the gaps as well, so we get some racing on again.
Yeah.
But of course also turn 1 and turn 2 again.
Will safety car be in this lap or will it not be?
I did not see any notifications so far, so...
He's going to stay out. It seems to be a gap forming at the back, which might be preventing it from coming in. So now we have to sit around for one more lap because I think a gap was formed at the end, so we couldn't go in. Great.
Colin basically actually saying I'm double bluffing this one. Thursday the one stop it is. Depends how many wings I need. I might stop 5 times. Who knows?
Yeah,
I will wave it. I will wave at Colin. At Colin if he passes me.
Colin's that type of person who could do a no stop on soft tires on a 100% race and still win.
But he will get a puncture.
No, I think he would just be on 50% if he did that. He has the pace.
No stop for Colin Thursday. I would go for that one.
Yeah, but problem is you'll get disqualified.
Yeah, well, that means I win 1 position.
The only way.
Oh, he tried it. You get punctures. It's not what you want around here, punctures. We've seen it with Max and Stroll last season.
Oh yeah.
Gooey, currently in a Mercedes sandwich. Quite threatening if you take the Haas from last season.
Yeah. I hope it's not like this on Wednesday. I don't want to deal with this when I'm driving.
The Mercedes sandwich or the safety car?
Safety cars. For obvious reasons.
Yeah. most important reason is you're not
No.
the best in warming up tires behind the safety car.
No, don't go there. I would have won, but unfortunately, I didn't. Now safety car's coming in, so yeah.
Let's
what
see,
happened on the restart.
is Eek awake on his fresh tires? Roach is in Spive, he got 8 laps in those tires, but no, we're gonna go to Westy because he's on the fresh and mediums in the top 4. Who's most awake?
And it seems they're off now.
And it looks like they all
Baby's under a lot of pressure right now.
Eek going for the move in turn 1 straight away. Had the traction and
oh, get very close there. Oh,
big
Westy.
moment there for Eek, and that cost him a position to Westy. And Westy is also going to the inside in turn 2.
What a restart from Westy right now. All the way up in second now, but he might be under pressure from Eek. No, Eek's too far back. So
also,
yeah,
Craigo passing his teammate. And there's a Mercedes looking at Spivey as well. So Spivey had not the restart he hoped for, of course.
that is a horrible restart.
And Sinful is off, facing the other way.
Yeah.
So, Westy, great restart from him. Eek as well on his hard tires, of course. Under pressure from Craigo here. Only 4 tenths, and Atlas is really close behind Gui.
Yeah, this is not what Eek wants. Already losing the position to
Westy, and moment there for Gui in the castle section, and even gets a little tap from Atlas as well.
Yeah, he currently has damage.
His teammate behind him, Smithy in P9. Driving a great race so far. Same for the Mighty Frags. And big crash behind it. That's Jones.
Oh,
and
no,
I did
Jones.
see a little move. Yes, Jones is out. Octavio is also facing the other way. Gellar and Sinful stopped in time, I guess. And I do need to say, I saw a move in the background from the Alpha Tauri of Octavio. I don't know if he went for an overtake there on the inside. It did look like it. And
Wesley
it's also not a place to... Yeah, Westy is getting another set of mediums.
Practice on the softs. It's a little bit too early, if I have to say.
He started on the medium tire, so he needs to switch his tires, of course, but...
The softs, though, that's a little bit too much.
Westy is gonna take these mediums to the end, that's for sure. Westy crossed the pit lane exit wide line.
He must have done it on his last pit stop as well, that's why. You don't usually get on your first time. So that's an L for Westy. Well.
We got another safety car.
Yeah. Called it again straight after the first one. Now there was probably going to be another one because the field's bunched up.
Opening the chat real quick because, of course, I said I did see a move from the Alpha Tauri there, and Jones already asking what it was. Octavio apologizing for it. He fully launched into the side of Jones there. So, and well, we've seen what a chaos that made. 4 cars in the wall. If Smithy actually managed to catch the pack in time, we might restart straight away, but knowing bad Mailander, I don't see that happening.
Well, back here again. Didn't take that long.
That's the second one, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, Eek in the lead on the hard tires, going to the end. Craigo behind on mediums, 4 laps old. might go to the end.
Possibly, maybe.
Same for the Maverick. Westy, the first car on the grid who went for new mediums behind the safety car.
I don't think Wesley should have given up track position, because now he's going to have to fight through again, and who knows, he could have a little bit of contact with the car ahead and have damage, and his race is ruined.
Richie cheering for the Mighty Frax, keep it up. He's absolutely having a great race.
Just needs to hold it, really.
P17 started and now in P4 without a helmet. That's how cool he is.
They're very dangerous. And currently driving 55 on his car as well.
Carlos Sainz.
I don't know why, but every single time the game bugs, Carlos Sainz appears.
Yeah. Yeah, and the no helmet. But it only happens in
really
a Ferrari. Because if you go take control of a Williams or something, you just get the helmet of the drivers. Apparently in a Ferrari it doesn't work like that. I don't know why. But there's a lot in EA, we don't know why.
This game is amazing. 10 out of 10. Hopefully the next game's not as bad as this.
Can't be right. Spritzy, yeah, Spritzy was in P3 at the start, of course. Had that spin. Now a bit invisible this race, P10, but didn't see too much of him yet. But of course we also got the second safety car in 3 laps. So. But Bernd is going in this lap.
Yep. Now equal control of the pace.
And now it looked like Smithy overtook Sinful there, but giving the position back. Let's see what Craigo can do on his medium tires. Of course, you are already on a little speed. You got some speed build up already on this restart with this straight.
He's gone.
No ERS used by Craigo, and then outbraking himself a little there in turn 1. The Maverick could just avoid him.
Once he's already up to P5, how did that happen? How did that happen?
Another great restart, apparently. Really close to the Mighty Frax now as well. So, even looking on the inside there. Yeah, late break there from Westy. Great move. Oh, a little bit of dancing there with the rear of the car, but P4 for Westy.
Boxed again. It's going worse, and for the Alpines, both of them. It's just getting worse. Spritzy, what have you done? Anyway, back to the front. Already a 1 second gap to RPM Eek right now.
Someone did touch the wall a little, but don't see any damage. Luckily enough. Westy, yeah, of course, needs to push as well, having that 5-second penalty.
Yeah, he has to. If there is another safety car and he does box again, he will serve it. That might impact him as well.
Rauchin's really close as well.
Yeah, this fresh soft's doing a solid for him right now.
Frax taking the defensive line there, so holding him up as long as possible. And now he's alongside Rauchins and moves into P5. Westy is not going for a move, but oh, the Mighty Frax not giving up there.
Oh, he just backs out there. He doesn't want to ruin his race.
Smithy, who was actually last at the race, safety car restart, moving into P9 already.
It seems some drivers have got damage.
His teammate following him, P10. So both Haas drivers are close. Spivey falling off pace a little. We've seen that on the first safety car restart as well. And Gela goes wide there. Grego's managed to get inside a second again. In the moment I'm saying that he's also losing 2 tenths. The Maverick really close behind Grego, followed by Westy and
struggling behind these two. Not getting close enough on those fresh mediums.
Might have some. Oh, and even scraps the wall there. No damage for Westy.
It barely missed it. But yeah, he is struggling.
It might be the dirt, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but Rauchen's right behind him.
On the fresh softs as well, so.
I think it's what we were talking about before, on how like if you go on fresh tyres, you just lose all your pace.
But I can't see Rauchens go to the end on these softs.
No, he will have to box, that's for sure.
Well, Smithy is really close behind Spivey now, going for the outside into turn 1. Are we going to see him move around the outside? Spivey, yeah, wanted to take the wide line as well. That didn't work. Bit of contact. Great move there from Smithy around the outside. Claiming the corner. Being far enough in front of the car in front. So.
Yeah, back up to the front, Westy is just struggling. He has 14% ERS, but the cars ahead of him have only over 50%.
Someone else who's struggling is Eek, who lost 6 tenths to Grego.
Oh, Westy made the move, and yeah, it's up in P3 now. Just has the grip on those fresh mediums. But it's pretty normal, my Eeks, you know, not pulling away. He is on the hard tyres. The cars behind are on the medium, so it's quite understandable.
The only cars who can put enough pressure on Eek, a little bit more than Grego, are Westy and the Maverick, of course. Tyres being a little bit younger, but Grego might be on for a move if he has a decent exit here. DRS is enabled. It's 6 tenths going down. 3 tenths, so the move from Grego for the lead will come now. DRS enabled, and is Westy going for it as well? Still a long way to go.
Westy doesn't have the DRS for it, 0%.
But he goes on the inside.
And he just takes it.
And he does it, so Eek losing 2 positions there on the DRS straight.
But now he got motivation because he sees Westy's light is blinking, but he just doesn't have a good exit.
And Westy is still really close behind Grego, managed to be there the entire time, so might be on to save some ERS right now.
Yeah, but I think Westy has invested all in downforce, so he's used all of his ERS on the straights just to keep up a little bit. That's why it's so fast in the corners.
And we got another yellow flag, and it looks to be one of the Haas drivers, I believe. It's Gooey.
Yeah,
lost his right end plate, so
I think Simple got a legal overtake
for him. And we got another yellow flag. Oh no, that's just Gooey moving around, moving over. Moving to the top, yeah, what is it? The top 5.
I don't know what's going on here. Seems Sinful doesn't want to overtake Goey, even though Goey's getting out of the way. A little bit confusing here.
That might be because Sinful also has damage on his wing, both sides. According to the task, of course.
Yeah, no, Aniski's just made the move on both of them.
Eek falling outside the second to Westy right now. I believe he was still in the second with DRS, but...
Yellow flag again, Rooseback, she's gone.
Rooseback lost it. And we get another safety car, and Westy will serve his 5 seconds here. And I see everyone moving to the softs right now. lead is just past the pit entry, so we'll need to
Third
do a
safety car.
complete lap.
If I was in this race, I'd be going mad.
Yeah,
Sure.
but you wouldn't have survived the first one.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
You would have been in the wall already.
No, I wouldn't have.
GUI getting 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane.
And the matter of fact, is the only one who's gone onto softs right now. But we should
It's
see
only
the car
9 laps
hitbox.
to go, so
Yeah, 3 laps on the safety car. That would be 6 laps, honestly.
yeah, you can push them full flat out. Also, Westy will be really happy with this, serving just 5 seconds and regaining all of his DRS again.
Yeah, but if, for example, Maverick, if everyone boxes, he will be behind all of them because he will have to service 5 seconds.
But maybe we can even see someone, Grego or the Maverick, maybe choosing that track position.
Yeah, but I don't think they should go for it, honestly, because all mediums versus
6 or
fresh
7 laps
softs.
of hard defending, maybe.
Yeah, but that's a second of a lap they will be losing to the soft runners behind. At least.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. We're gonna see it soon, though. But one thing is for sure, Westy will go in.
Yeah, if he doesn't, then he's just lost the win if he doesn't go in.
Not messing around either, staying close to Grego with the Delta. Grego goes in, Westy goes in, Eek follows him, the Maverick follows. Everyone.
Follows
Galar
as well.
follows Smithy, taking the track position here. So we're gonna get Smithy in the lead.
But let's see where Rauchens will end up.
I like this gamble he's taking here. His mediums, 6 laps old. So
Rauchens has actually jumped his teammate by boxing on the safety car before, like, everyone else on the safety car.
yeah, and on mediums. So also he's the third car behind the safety car, and the second one on mediums. So all the soft runners will need to pass Rauchens first before they.
Frego's looking very good for this win right now.
On those softs, yeah, he is. But we might see some hard but fair defending here from Smithy. Great.
I don't think we will.
I like this gamble he's taking, but on taking the track position, the lead in this race. We're gonna get a great final 6 laps, 7 laps.
Yeah, I don't think he'll pull it off though, because worn mediums, fresh softs, DRS will for sure be enabled. He'll get powered past by Craigo when DRS is enabled, or even before that, just because softs are just too good around this time. So yeah, it is a good gamble, but I don't think he can pull it off. It's probably a gamble only.
Westy got rid of his 5 seconds, still in P6 behind the Maverick, so basically lose 2 positions to Eek and the Maverick. His pace looked great today as well, so might be on for a fight there as well.
Are you allowed to go AI on the safety car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say. Well, anyway.
We got rid of that rule.
Yeah. Anyway, the Mighty Frax, P7. Very good race from him so far. Fresh soft as well. He's in the running for a podium, maybe.
Let's hope he has the 2022 Ferrari engine in it.
Yeah, I can't wait to drive that car in the next game. I just can't wait to drive it.
Safety car will probably go in this lap, I guess. That means we will
go when the field catches up, because you know there's a couple of laps still left. But then, but the safety car does have a 3-lap limit though.
Looking at the GUI, who is now going through the final corner, so I'm pretty sure he will catch up this lap. Then we get 7 laps, 6 laps of full racing.
Yeah. Well, on the topic of the new game, I hope that they add red flags back. That's what I hope. Want to see how it will work, maybe. That's one thing I hope.
How about
Maybe
a
on that
delta
during
in
safety car.
qualifying? Have a yellow flag delta in qualifying. How many times you see people going flat out in qualifying in a yellow flag zone? But only if a car is there, DNF of course. A car letting someone by should not be a yellow flag.
Yeah, they need to improve that. And also they need to add the feature that lap cars can actually unlap themselves on the safety car.
Yeah, but you never know if that's going to happen because we don't have Michael Masi in the FIA anymore.
Yeah, but a message should pop up on the screen saying, let this car through, it's a lap car. And then, you know, if you don't follow it, you get a penalty.
It would be a really nice feature, yeah. But let's not
they
make
can
it
do that.
too difficult for EA.
You know, they have the money. Codemasters have the money. Remember, EA's not making the game, Codemasters is. It's just that they, you know, are owned by EA. So now
We
that they
will
have the
see.
budget,
I
they can
just
probably
hope it comes out soon.
Yeah, same. Hope it's not as buggy as this game.
And I hope this safety car comes in also soon. And there you go.
Yeah, and it is.
So Smithy controlling the restart. Craigo behind on fresh softs. Having a quick look at the tire wear of Smithy. It's not too bad. It's 24% on his right rear. But also Craigo is already on 11% on his right rear.
Also, we can see a change for the Constructors' Championship lead, because look at where Aston is and where Alpine is right now.
Yeah, Alpine is having a big off day so far.
Yeah, but now we are off again.
We're racing, and Smithy went early, choosing to
Rauch
defend
is
the
letting his teammate
inside. That's Eek and Rauch inside. Well, it's no presence there.
I'm kind of confused on what they just did, because Rauch was
Craigo
clearly
really
letting
close.
Eek through, but then Eek backed out. That's pretty strange. We're back to the front, pretty close so far.
Rauchins now really close behind Craigo, so yeah, Smithy wants Rauchins to attack Craigo, of course. He rather sees Craigo
struggling. Already second out.
Smithy is taking off at the moment because all of the fighting behind him.
I think it's just Craigo. I think he's just struggling. It doesn't seem Rauchins wants to attack right now.
And we got a yellow flag. That's Atlas who went straight ahead.
He did a Carlos Sainz. That's what he did last year.
Rauchins once again really close behind Craigo. Getting the telemetry with me as well. Smithy not really pushing that hard. Still 87% of ERS.
Westy has damage.
He broke his front wing. So that's very unfortunate for Westy there, who was having a great race.
And Smithy is going to benefit from this. Get double slipstream. I might try to overtake the Mighty Frax. I know. Oh, there's currently 3 wide right now. Galar as well. Trying to make the move. Seems like...
Oh, there's a bit of contact there.
And Spritzy up in the P6 and a good recovery drive from him. After spinning on the straight. I don't know if that's possible, but yeah, he still did it.
Craigo managed to get really close to Smithy again.
Yeah, Smithy now starting to struggle now. I think Craigo's just found his footing on those fresh softs. It's now trying to attack. But now
Craigo needs to watch his mirrors as well. That's the biggest problem. Craigo has the inside here.
That also have a better traction. I think he's just on the moving part where you don't really see a move often, and yeah, he has. Good move from
Great move there from Rauchins, indeed.
Yeah, now Craigo's on the pressure from Eek now. Could see a double Aston podium or even a 1-2. That'll be something, innit?
Smithy really saving his ERS to use it on the points where he needs it the most. Clips the curb a little bit there, gets launched.
Yeah, but remember, DRS is extremely powerful, so it doesn't matter how much ERS he has, he most likely will get overtaken from DRS.
Not feeling too comfortable there.
Ooh, very close there. Smithy's struggling through that part of the track. And now Craigo's having a look as well. 3 wide.
3 wide right now, indeed.
And Craigo's just made it into the lead.
On his soft tyres.
Just amazing straight line speed from him.
Oh, and Rautjens and Smithy get contact there.
Yeah, no damage, but he's reversing it. He's going backwards in the pit lane, so I don't. Yep, knew he was going to get disqualified.
Yeah, he couldn't really do anything about that, to be honest. But
now, as I said before,
but Lucas also joining in this P3, P4 fight. It's Spritzy in P5, 6 tenths behind the Maverick now.
Yeah, the Mavericks got overtaken by Galar, seems to be struggling right now. Back to the front, fight for first right now, fight for the podium as well. Spritzy recovering very well from spinning on lap 1 on the straight. It's now up at the P5.
Oh, and Rautjens clips the wall there and breaks his front wing.
Oh no!
10% damage for Rautjens on his right side.
Wait a minute, he already had 1% on his wing as well. Oh, it's pretty strange.
Now it's going to be really tough for him to keep up with the softs of Craigo.
I don't think it's going to affect him. He might make the move here right now. I'm sure he will.
Craigo taking the racing line here. A little bit of contact once again. Rautjens wants to brake late. Does brake late, but then completely misses his traction and his teammate gets through.
Yeah,
he is on soft as well.
Right now, and Eek's trying to go for the move around the
outside.
Brakes later. Can he hook it up? Yes, he can. He's in the lead now.
Great
and
move there from Eek.
Is pressuring Craigo right now up the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Wow, see lots of changes for the lead right now.
Yeah, it's happening a lot. Of course,
Smithy
unlucky there, but would have been great to see him at the podium as well.
Rautjens seems to be going at the same pace as he was before, even with a little bit of damage. But now Craigo is struggling right now. And Eek's already a second out, so that's very good for Rautjens now. He will have the DRS on Craigo. Very interesting now. And Ruseberg just left the session, and yeah. Now we'll see the move for second place right now. Even Wizard, ooh, he clips the wall again, and yep. His left front wing is now up to 6% damage. I don't think that will affect him still, but it's not very great.
Lining it up. Craigo out of ERS now. So is Rautjens. But Craigo taking the inside line here. Great defending there from Craigo so far, yeah.
Still one more DRS zone, and he might be able to pull it off if he gets a good exit, which, oh, he does. Because
the
Craigo
Maverick
his
trying
entry.
to benefit here as well.
Yeah, the Maverick's just waiting, but now Rautjens going for the move around the outside. Easy move. It's now up into P2, Aston 1-2 right now. And well, the Maverick's still waiting behind along with Spritzy. Those two want to get the move on as well, but it seems like they can't find pace.
The Maverick the
has
only
the
car
ERS advantage on both of the cars ahead, so he's a dark horse in this right now.
Yeah.
If he wants to, he could power down the straight. He'll power past both of them down the straight. for sure. Seems to be struggling in the caster section, not being able to slow down the car.
Oh, there we see Gregor have a little moment.
Yeah,
Well caught by him as well.
Gregor seems to really be struggling on traction.
The Maverick are really close right now. Spritzy fell out of DRS to the Mavericks.
Ooh, interesting development. Eek actually has damage now. 8% damage on his front wing now. I don't think that will affect him too much.
Here we see the Maverick really close behind Craig. Craig might be able to use rotation.
The Maverick just doesn't want to make the move. He has the ERS advantage, but he just doesn't want to make it. And Goey's out on the straight. Everyone seems to be retiring on the straight. They just can't make it through. But
we do get just the yellow flag.
Yeah, onto the penultimate lap. Rauchen's still P2. Eek is still leading with a 2.5 second gap. And is currently running away with this race right now. Seems like he's going to win if he makes no mistakes. But further behind, Rauchen's and Craigo and the Maverick. And Spritzy seems to have dropped back a little bit. Must have made a mistake. Oh, he spun! Oh, no. Commentate. Oh!
That was really close there.
Yeah. Commentator's curse right there. Sinful doing pretty well for himself. P6 right now. Doing a solid for Mercedes. Mercedes getting good points this weekend if it remains the same. But now the Maverick doesn't need to worry about pressure behind. He just needs to get up close and use his ERS really. But now Craigo dropping back behind. Nearly 1 second already.
He's not using any of his ERS, so the Maverick might be looking for a last lap move.
Yeah, I'm surprised how Rauchen's is still pulling away from Craigo, even though he has damage and Craigo does not. Craigo must be
Craigo is not really using his ERS. He has double of the Rauchens at the moment.
Yeah, but he still is so close to being out, and he is out right now. But he might gain a little bit back because, you know, Rauchens does have the damage, so he will struggle in these corners a little bit. And the Maverick seems to have dropped back as well. Both drivers are struggling to keep up with the car ahead. And it seems like Eek has made a mistake as well because Rauchen's now 1.7 behind when it was 1.8 originally. Now onto the last lap. Seems like Eek might win this race. He just needs to keep it clean, and there's development further back as Atlas G now makes up to P6, passing Sinful on the straight on those 13-lap old mediums on his car. Wow, very interesting last laps, and yeah, Craigo now trying to
put the pressure on at least, Craigo.
Yeah, we could see a last lap move possibly, but he needs to keep it within 6/10 at least if he wants to make the move. You have to be
go
within 6/10.
flat out with
he
ERS,
just
but
can't nail the exit. He's just struggling so much, and now the Maverick has been brought back into this. Could possibly get a podium, but no, just going wide.
Going wide there, indeed.
Yeah.
But did manage to get it out of the, keep it out of the wall, but and the Maverick, yeah, he has a massive advantage in ERS, but no, not anymore. It's only 7%.
Come on, Maverick, you have the ERS to power down. You just need to nail the corners. That's all he needs to do, honestly. If he can nail the corners and get up within 6/10 of Craigo, he would most certainly get the move done, but he's just 7/10. He's currently out of the window where he can possibly overtake. If he gets a good exit, he can most certainly pull off the move.
We are in the final corner, the final official corner in my mind.
He's in 5/10. Could see a move.
Oh no!
I knew he was going to do that. He hopped on the car.
Maverick out in the final lap, and it's an Aston 1-2 here. RPM a championship leader, winning in Baku, followed by his teammate Rauchens, and Craigo getting his first podium in RPM.
And Atlas G, look at where he came from.
P3, Atlas G, the Alpine in P4.
Spritzy seems to have found his way up in the P6 as well after spinning.
Yeah, but P4. Sinful gets
Sinful.
it on. I didn't even realize
penalties.
That. Won it on half a tenth. Atlas G, and the Mighty Flex even moves into P behind Atlas G. Yeah, it's P6 for the Mighty Flex. Spritzy takes P7, the Mighty Flex driver of the day, of course. Spivey finishes in P8, And Westy had a very unlucky race from him. Had a great pace today, finishes in P9. There you got it, the podium, double Aston.
Very good day in the office for them, but I feel so sorry for the Maverick. He could have got the move on the last lap for the podium, but he just hit the curb and went straight into the wall.
Yeah, a bit too eager there, maybe.
He did a Spritzy, because Spritzy did that lap 1 as well.
Yeah, he did. Sinful. Yeah, great race from him. P4 after starting in P15. Same from the Mightyflex. P17 to P6. Great lap. Westy actually taking fastest lap, so grabbing some extra points.
Yeah, and Spritzy bottling the podium twice. Spinning on lap 1 and then spinning again in the last laps. But still manages P7, so it's an alright recovery.
Take
from
some
Spritzy
solid points
Alpines.
with him.
Yeah, both Alpines recovering well.
I don't know if you want to do any interviews, but
we should. Hopefully they.
I don't have any questions, but if you can invite them or tell them to join.
Yeah. We'll see if they join, possibly. And I can't add players, so yeah, it doesn't look like I can add Krego.
What a race this was. A lot happened here.
Very good race for a couple of drivers, but
Let's see,
for
we
Westy,
don't have anyone in yet.
Doesn't look like we might get anyone at all.
So, well, then for the streamers, show the beautiful RPM delivery. Well, if nobody's joining, then we might call it a day. For low gear at least.
Yeah.
We will be back tomorrow night where Evil Master himself is racing.
Yep.
Trying to survive the safety car queue.
Yeah, no, just stop. Just stop.
I wish you the best of luck tomorrow, buddy. Tune in tomorrow, same time, same YouTube channel, of course. And thank you all for watching. Thank you, Evil, for joining on comms.
No problem.
And I wish you all a very good night.